honouring Prince Buthelezi in Ulundi. The dangers of tackling illegal electrical connections in Philippi. Confronting speed on Cape Town's dangerous Kloofnek Road. Nearly 6,000 dead and at least 10,000 people still missing after flooding in Libya. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton. Remember to like and subscribe.
This is Eyewitness News.
Mourners, family, politicians and people from all over attended today's memorial service for IFP founder Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi in Ulundi. Buthelezi died at his Kwapindangene homestead at the weekend. He'll be laid to rest on Saturday in an official special Category 1 funeral with military honours.
Many gathered here at the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi Regional Sports Complex in Ulundi to pay respects to him. This as his party, the IFP, held a memorial service to celebrate his lifetime and legacy today. And it seems while some members of the public have criticized the IFP and Buthelezi's history, some hold a different view. The EFF has described him as a peaceful man, while party leader Velenkosini Hlabisa says the country will never have such an exemplary leader as Buthelezi. And the Buthelezi family has expressed gratitude to the nation at large for prayers while he was in hospital last month. The prince will be laid to rest this coming Saturday. Ulundi.
What I'm going to miss is the love letters. Every time he take podium, he'll have an envelope for me, written Chief Whip, the speech printed nicely, the command of language, English. He will give me the speech. I have all his speeches with me. I missed those speeches when we started to be on virtual because I was no longer getting those speeches. On Valentine's Day, we are waiting for those roses from him because he was such a loving father.
You know, while he was the oldest member of parliament and we, some among us, were the youngest members of parliament, I think there was a lot to learn from him about the respect of the institution, about the respect of his colleagues, and the fact that still, until the very end, even in sickness, he would be committed enough to log into the sittings and participate. And so we're here today to extend our condolences to the family.
Too frightening even for law enforcement officers who were forced to retreat. Residents in Philippi threatened them and Cape Town city officials as they try to cut illegal electricity connections, a countrywide practice that is costing Eskom more than 22 billion rand a year. The ailing power utility says a disturbing video is circulating on social media showing exposed wires illegally connected to an Eskom transformer by a neighbouring community in Gauteng's Garankuwa industrial area. This is a prevalent problem, particularly in informal settlements.
This high-risk practice, which poses significant safety hazards that do not only affect those conducting these criminal acts, but often children who fall victim to such illegal activities, was recently brought to our attention. We are giving this matter the urgency and attention it requires.
All of this plays into the struggle to keep the lights on. Stage 6 load shedding will be with us until further notice. Eskom is dealing with the breakdown of 4 generating units and the delay in returning others to service at 3 of the country's power stations. And with that, the final obstacle in impeached public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane's 160 million rand removal from office is over. President Cyril Ramaphosa has now written to her saying the National Assembly resolution compels him to remove her from office. On Monday, an overwhelming majority of MPs voted to impeach Mkhwebane for incompetence and misconduct. She says she'll challenge her removal from office, and the EFF is happy to help her. Mkhwebane reacted saying she wishes she could see what she calls concomitant efficiency in removing her to end load shedding. Another horrific accident on Cape Town's Kloofnek Road. 6 people were injured, including former Miss SA Nell-Roberts. A number of vehicles were damaged in yesterday's accident after the driver of the truck lost control. In August 2005, a bus transporting school children overturned on that very same road. Pupils and the driver were killed in that accident. And there have since been calls for the government to make the road safer and put measures in place to stop people from speeding.
Up front, I would like to say to fellow South Africans that grant beneficiaries and grant beneficiary dependent, let me express my profound apologies for the inconveniences and uneasiness that grant beneficiaries have been experiencing in not receiving their grant withdrawals. My apologies are premised in particular on the understanding that for the majority of grant beneficiaries and their dependents, the social grant is the only form of income upon which their livelihood is founded.
Social Development Minister Lindiwe Zulu has apologised unreservedly to grant beneficiaries who've been unable to access their money this month. Zulu's lumped the blame on Postbank, saying it's the fourth time in 12 months that the same issue has arisen. Human rights group Black Sash says pensioners have been experiencing problems since November 2022 when the payments were taken over from the Postal Office.
We can report on the ground. We have hundreds, if not thousands, of beneficiaries reporting that they have yet to receive their grant. And this is over a week since the grants were supposed to be paid.
Recovery operations are underway in both Morocco and Libya. In Libya, up to 6,000 people have been declared dead and more than 10,000 are missing following catastrophic flooding. The unprecedented disaster hit the North African country on Sunday afternoon when the storm made landfall on the country's east coast after earlier lashing Greece, Bulgaria and Turkey. The rains burst open dams in Derna, unleashing torrents of water that destroyed bridges and swept away entire neighbourhoods before spilling into the Mediterranean. A powerful earthquake struck Morocco on Friday, killing nearly 3,000 people.
South Africa shares the pain and loss felt by the people of eastern Libya and Morocco. These disasters highlight once more the frailty of life when confronted with the forces of nature.
Thank you for watching. I'm Jane Dutton. See you again tomorrow.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.